Cause number 4073. Uh, Whoever's going to testify, raise your right hand, please.
Oh, sorry, Judge. Oh, got it. Okay, there we go. I have, Your Honor, with me Joseph P. Ogden III.
Okay.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. You may proceed, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, today Joseph P. Ogden III has filed this application for appointment of successor independent executor in the estate of Wendell Russell. He has several roles to play, Your Honor. One of these, there's 4 estates, all with wills, all in Chambers County. All 4 were each other's executor at different times except for one estate, and all have died. All have Wendell Russell, we discovered, had a piece of real property that is remained in his name, and we're going to go through those facts. But the ultimate beneficiary will be a Tyler Ogden, who is in a group home in which my client is also guardian of Tyler Ogden, the great-grandson of Wendell Russell. So at this time, Mr. Ogden, could you state your full name?
Joseph Piner Ogden III.
And Mr. Ogden, the original executor of the estate of Wendell Russell was a Bruce Ogden.
My brother, yes.
And did your brother die on August 4th, 2016? And were you named the independent executor of the estate of Bruce Elza Ogden in cause number P04214 in the estate of Bruce Elza Ogden, deceased?
Yes.
Now, Bruce Ogden was married to Rita Ogden, your sister-in-law, who is also deceased.
Correct.
And she had a will, and she was an only child of Wendell Russell,
Correct,
before the court, who had a will, and her mother was Jessie Russell, who had a will and is also deceased. So, Your Honor, I've given you some facts on page 2 of the 4 estates. The history of the case is 4 estates and 1 guardianship. The first estate of Mr. Ogden was the estate of Jesse Gaines Russell, and cause number 2822, volume 107, page 614 in the county court of Chambers County, Texas. And that was the mother-in-law of Bruce Elza Ogden and the mother of Rita Russell Ogden. Is that correct?
yes.
And Miss Gaines, though it sounds like a male name, Jessie is a woman.
Right.
And that's the mother of Rita,
Right.
who was the wife of your brother, who was the grandmother of Tyler, who you're the guardian over.
Correct.
She died on December 6, 2000.
To my knowledge, yes.
Okay. And Your Honor, we provided you an exhibit of that will that showed it all went to Wendell Russell if he survived, and if he did not survive, it went to their only child, Rita. Now, in the estate of Wendell, the one before the court, father-in-law to Bruce,
Correct.
that you're over, and father of Rita,
Yes.
he died on May 20th, 2003, and your brother, Bruce, was executor of his will.
Correct.
Okay. Now, the third estate, Your Honor, is Rita Ann Ogden, the only child of Wendell and Jesse, and the wife of Bruce Ogden, who is deceased, and the grandmother of Tyler Ogden, of which my client is also guardian of. Now, Rita Russell Ogden's in cause number P04072 in the County Court of Chambers County, Texas, and she died on March 6, 2014.
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Now, there's your brother allowed a guy named James F. Cocker to be the independent executor of that estate. In your honor, for the record, I've notified his attorney, Mr. Alcorn, who is on the same page with us and will provide anything we need. Because basically the bottom reason we're doing this real property's up for sale. Title company needs title cleared. They need to know who's over all these 4 states of these 4 wills and how this property will ultimately get to Tyler, who is the beneficiary of Rita and Bruce Ogden's will, and how it trickled down to them. So in the estate of Bruce Elza Ogden, that's your brother.
Correct.
You've also you were appointed by this court as the successor independent executor of your brother's, as the executor of your brother's estate.
Right.
On these, let me see the date of that one. I'm sorry. I think that was in,
17.
yeah, it might have been in 17. Yes. So, Your Honor, I'd also like you to look, and I'm going to bring up now the letters of guardianship that you had received initially November 7th, 2017, because all estates, if all the mama, daddy, daughter died, it went to Tyler, who you're guardian over.
Correct.
Now, there's a special warranty deed you'll see in Exhibit E, Your Honor, and this deals with about 4-ish, almost 5 acres of land in Hardin County in Koontz off of Old Bragg Road.
Yeah, there's two
Lots. And those are up for sale with the title. What's the title? I forgot our title company. It's with a title company.
Yeah.
That is needing this clear. I think it's with Stewart Title in Lumberton, Texas. Now this sale is necessary, Your Honor. Not only my client is the brother of Bruce Ogden, and he has looked after this, I guess you would say your great nephew, and paid all attorney fees, all guardianship fees, all cost out of his own pocket for years, and never has reimbursed himself but once for a dumpster.
Yeah, dumpster's only clean.
And spent thousands of dollars. There is also through Wendell Russell as an ARC trust that has been created, a master pooled trust, and Tyler's in a group home at the Jubilee Group Home. And so we have to be careful. He receives Medicaid. He receives a pool trust with the ARC. Is that correct? And SSI. So he can maintain. He's doing very well in those surroundings. He's been disabled all his life. And this gentleman took this on without pay, without reimbursement, without anything, all these years since 2017. So we're purpose of sell this is to put some money in the bank through this estate, sell this property that I believe you've been paying the taxes on.
Yes.
And not only has he been paying the real taxes on this estate that he's not over, that his brother died, who was over, it's time for him to sell this, put these funds in an estate account, find out what reimbursements we are legally provided, and then the remaining sum will be brought up in the guardianship part that you're also involved, Your Honor. You are the judge in all 5 of these cases. Every one of them is before you. So we're asking this court today, because there's no successor. We realize that the deceased former executors, I've been with the county clerk, some filed inventories, some did not. I have an inventory prepared, I have affidavits, and I provided the deed for the court in this, that we clean. I'm trying to clean up all 4 estates of what's missing, what needs to be, so that we can ultimately pay back my client his out-of-pocket expenses and costs, and the remaining parts to benefit in a special way where our client nephew doesn't lose also the governmental benefits he's receiving through the Jubilee Group home. And that's also before the court in a hearing coming up. So we're asking the court this day. Now, Your Honor, I wanted to ask, these are all the same parties. After I did Wendell Russell needing an executor to sell because an executor deed was never placed in anybody's names. And we have to have someone with authority to do a deed to the buyers through the title company. I discovered that Jesse's estate also did not have an inventory, which I prepared and everything for the court on that estate, but it did not post in time to have the hearing. And it's the same facts, same woman, and the clerk said that this Thursday the court would be able to sign for the cause number of 2822 Jesse Gaines Russell for the very same facts, except a different estate that I've also filed with the court for this piece of property on Old Bragg Road to be sold.
I don't think we can't have a hearing on it though until that 10 days is passed.
I didn't know what happened is the buyers are wanting to back out because it's taken so long. And we've explained to the title company we have to clear up these estates to have clear title. How soon could I have a hearing? Because it's the same, it's Wendell Russell's wife. Now, though the deed's solely in his name, we were concerned that community interest from her estate may be involved as a snag at closing.
So Jesse Gaines Russell is Wendell Russell's spouse.
Yes. Jesse sounds like a man, but it's a woman. It's his wife, who's the mother of Rita. They're both the parents of Rita. Jesse is the mother. Wendell is the father of Rita. Rita, they're the great-grandparents of Tyler, which my client's guardian of. And they kept their son-in-law and a lot of their wills to be executor. But they're all dead. Mama, daddy, daughter, and daughter's husband of these wills of all 4 went back and forth to each other, are dead. But all of them ultimately benefit Tyler, because it all went to Rita in the end, who died, and her will went to Bruce, who lived. Then he died, and then Bruce, just like Rita, they had reciprocal wills that were to benefit Tyler, which Bruce's brother is over.
All right. So, what does the code say about a hearing on appointing a successor independent executor?
Well,
Does it say I haven't looked at it. I just got this morning. Does it say you have to have a hearing after 10 days?
I've had some where the judges elected because the facts were clear, and I could even put on a little evidence with hers real quick. It's just the same thing. And I named off her date of death already in this pleading.
No, I understand that, but the fact that you cannot have a hearing until it's been posted for the 10 days.
Right, yeah. And I mean, I know you can't sign the order until after the posting of 10 days. And if you feel more comfortable, I mean, we're fine with it.
Well, I mean, I don't want to put you on a bind. I understand you're trying to get this property sold.
And for the record, I've named, her estate. I filed really mirrored the same document, but in her name, her estate name with the same exhibits and pleadings and explanations. I wish I would have caught it and I would have filed them together at the same time, but I didn't catch it till after I filed. And the next week I thought, oh no. I've had other probate courts sign off, Your Honor, without a hearing on a successor, but
Yeah,
I've never looked
I-
up the code.
I think I've signed off without a hearing before also. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and approve your first order, and then we'll look into the second order on the Jesse Gaines Russell.
Yes,
But I
sir.
will
Just
approve the
remember
order
that's
on
yes, sir.
successor, dependent executor, and grant letters of administration on the state of Wendell Russell.
Yes, sir. And remember, Jesse's a female. I know
No,
my first thought is a male.
I'm a little bit lost here, but I did catch that.
Yes. It's really a parent and a daughter and her son-in-law. All four had wills that benefited a grandson named Tyler. None of them were airships. All of them mirrored the same. Jesse to Wendell, Wendell to Jesse. If they both died, it went to Rita, and Rita to Bruce, her husband, because they just had a great grandson named Tyler in their wills as the only beneficiary than each other.
Okay. So I think I got that now. So
Yeah.
Wendell and Jesse, daughter named Rita, son-in-law, and they're all dead and all have wills.
Yes. And they all
And
benefited
Tyler
Tyler.
Ogden is the only heir.
Yeah, the
to-
only beneficiary of, yes, that's left. And the
Gotcha.
by wills, yeah.
And how many wills?
There's 4 wheels.
4 wills.
Every
Let's
one
see.
of them had a wheel, and I attached the wheels.
Yeah, I got them in front of me.
Every one of them had a wheel. Wendell's went to Jesse, his wife. Jesse's went to Wendell. If they both died, their only child, Rita. Rita's will went to her husband, Bruce. If Bruce died before her, then it went to Tyler. And then Bruce had a will that if he died, it went to Rita. And if she died before him, it went to Tyler. And they're
Got it.
all wills.
Okay, I'm gonna approve that one, and I feel like I can approve the other one for Jesse Gaines Russell once the time has passed. But if I see something different between now and then, we will let you know.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right,
Thank you for helping us.
sir.
We
Yes, ma'am.
appreciate it.
Have a good day.